what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we are going to be starting a brand new series. Welcome to the Pengydome! This series is going to be a money match bonanza. Once every week or so, I'm going to be money matching another creator on YouTube, and we're starting things off with a really awesome guest I've got with me, Kevin from Pokesports.
I've never been so intimidated to be in something called the Pengydome, because I could just think of a bunch of penguins ready to fight me.
Yeah, just the one here. But yeah, so this is going to be a really fun new series where basically we'll be playing money matches in a variety of formats just to, you know, pass the time and maybe have some high stakes action. So today, it's going to be Spikemouth Cup. We both got some Spikemouth teams ready to go. And I think it's going to be great, and I think it's really nice to have a creator as well-renowned as you here, Kevin. And if you guys are not familiar with Pokesports, they run a fantastic podcast. Check it out on Spotify. But not only do they have a fantastic podcast, they have a YouTube channel. Highly recommend checking them out.
I've never been so flattered before, Pengy. Thank you.
Well, regardless, I think we're going to be having a pretty awesome match. We'll get into the game, and then we can come back and chat a little bit afterwards. And you know, you can tell everybody how good you feel after you spank me.
Yeah, okay. How good you feel after you run away with my $25.
Yep,
All
yep.
right.
You know, either or. We'll see. See you on the other side, man.
You too. Good luck.
Good luck. All right, we're searching. We're getting ready to go. I'm going to be running a pretty fun team today. It's one that I've done pretty well with in a couple of tournaments so far. Not on the channel, though. So if you guys like the team, if you decide you want the team, let's set another like goal. If you guys drop 50 likes on this video, I will drop this team in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, check out the Discord. It's in the description below. Best way to keep up with what I'm doing and where I'm doing it. But yeah, that's the challenge for the day. 50 likes on the video, and I will post this team's paste in the Discord. It is a tried and true team. I think it's a bit of a fun one as well. If you guys enjoy this kind of content, if you guys would like to see more money match stuff, subscribe and tell me in the comments who you want me to face in the next iteration of the Pengydome. But without any further ado, we have ourselves a match on our hands. Now, fun fact, for Spikemouth Cup, you usually host Series 10, because it's the only format that doesn't have a Dynamax button. Alright, what's he got for us? Naga. Okay, I haven't actually played Spikemouth in a couple days. I've been on the Series 13 train over on the Twitch side of things. So if you guys like Series 13, the Twitch is the place to be. I haven't made any YouTube content for it yet. I might do a Series 13 match in Pengydome, but I don't have any confirmed plans for that yet. Rotom Wash is a super interesting call here. Incin... Wait, this is a weird Firewater Grass. So I feel like Entei and Suicune is just a very good lead into this. Rilla looks pretty solid. Fake Out Pressure is really, really good. All that kind of jazz. Now the Latios is going to be pretty iffy, but I actually like it for game one here, because while the Naganadel is faster than the Latios and will just destroy it, if I get Tailwind up and they don't have Tailwind up, this is gonna be pretty effective for me to just send out the Latios and Tailwind and blow it up. And also, if we get into an awkward position where the Celesteela is sort of walling the endgame, I can also potentially break that with the Latios a little bit more effectively than some of the other Pokemon. Celesteela in this format generally tends to be a Leech Seed stally endgamer, but it can be offensive as well. Okay. Fair enough. I feel like this is a pretty okay lead. Now, I feel like so this obviously stymies my plans of Tailwinding a little bit because they have their own Tailwind and their Pokemon is faster. So what I do there is I decide not to Tailwind at all. The Suicune is not going to go down to a single hit from the Naganadel unless there's something like Fake Tears on the Whimsicott, which is something that I can abuse going forward. But this is an awkward spot for him to be in because, ooh, okay, Helping Hand comes in. This might be enough to KO me, but I don't think it is. I feel like I probably live this. Oh, the Draco goes into the Entei, reading an Assault Vest there. Definitely expected me to be Assault Vest, and that is really, really unfortunate. So, if he Helping Hands again, he will pick up the KO, I think, even through the -1. Does he drop a Draco here? I feel like it's okay for me to click Stomping Tantrum. It is a little awkward. Actually, I think I want to... do I want to KO the Whimsicott here and give him a free switch? I feel like it's actually okay for me to do this. I'm going to KO the Whimsicott, and I'm going to Calm Mind here. I think that's what I'm going to go for. It's going to be a little bit... Okay, he actually withdraws the Naga Noddle, going into the Rotom, so this is a brilliantly good play for me. I mean, brilliant. It's not a brilliant play by me, but this is a very, very good turn for me here. We're going to remove this this Whimsicott, and we're also setting up for our end game already here with the Calm Mind. All right. Now, this is where things are going to get very, very rough for Kevin. It's going to be incredibly difficult to break my Suicune. Even though I have a very obvious Protect on my Entei right now, I actually think this is a little... Do I actually protect the Entei? I feel like Rotom probably picks up the Entei with Hydro Pump here. But do I care? Like, does the Entei need to be on the field? I don't... Like, I feel like this is a really obvious Protect, but he's not going to use a Poison move on the Entei with the Naga. So I think what I can do is I can bring in the Rillaboom, which will cover for a double into the Suicune by giving me additional recovery, and also the Naga will not KO my Rillaboom, so it's not going to get a Beast Boost. So even if they do go into the Rillaboom and they do KO the Rillaboom, it'll be with a double up, and it'll be the Rotom that gets the KO, which is more important. I just want to make sure that I don't give him a Beast Boost here. Naga Noddle uses Protect, okay. And Nasty Plot on the Rotom, interesting, okay. So this is a very old school beginning of Series 8, or of Gen 8 Rotom that we're seeing here, and I actually quite like it. But +1 against +1 Spadef. I'm in a pretty okay spot here. The Naga is gonna struggle. I feel like it's super okay for me to fake out the Naga and just click Snarl, because this way, the Rotom can't really apply a ton of pressure to me, because we're effectively neutral at the moment. If he hits me with a Thunderbolt, I'm super okay. Protect comes in as well, which is gonna be super duper fine. Basically, everything is going swimmingly right now. Naga is going to go to -1 with the Snarl, and this is going to be his biggest problem in this match. I think he's going to have a lot of trouble dealing with the Suicune. Now, I can go into the Rotom here. The Naga should not be able to one-hit KO my Rillaboom without a crit, and this will force the Rotom out of the field into whatever the last Pokemon is. I actually don't know, but yeah, this is going to be pretty rough, I think, for our opponent here. I think I can set up a second Calm Mind in case the Naga Noddle protects. Man, my words today. It's going to be Celesteela in the back. Okay. I do like the idea to Calm Mind again here, because I really want to make sure I have as much damage output into this Celesteela as possible. Huge crits, speaking of damage into the Celesteela. Sludge Bomb going to come in, no surprise there whatsoever. It's still a 2-hit KO, even with him at -1 and with me as an Assault Vest user. We can confirm the Life Orb as well, which is pretty much expected on a Naga Noddle. And now with me at +2, I feel like a Scald may even KO the Naga Noddle. And that's actually going to be Tailwind gone for them, which allows me to set my own Tailwind now as well, which is quite nice. I think I'm actually going to stay in with the Rilla. No. No. But I will Tailwind here. Naga switches out for the Rotom. It's a good play. His biggest problem is that Entei and Tailwind is going to obliterate the two on this side, and Rotom is going to struggle to deal with my Suicune, especially at +2. We're going to find out what kind of a Celesteela this is. It is the Leech Seed variety. No real surprise there. I'm definitely expecting this to be Protect here next turn. We're just going to Protect Snarl, I think. I feel like Protect and Hydro Pump on the Entei is a pretty okay move for him to go for here, and I don't want to risk losing my Entei to a missed Snarl or a crit Hydro Pump. There's no real reason to take the risk right now. I have a lot of healing on my Suicune. Basically, the double so the double up of Leech Seed and also Terrain is equal to the amount that I will lose to Leech Seed. Or sorry, leftovers in terrain is what I meant to say. But yeah, we get some big chip here on the Rotom. Celesteela actually doesn't protect, which I think is the better play. Now I think the Selly protects. I think we double the Rotom here. I think Scald is going to do more than Snarl because Snarl's a spread move. So I think we just double the Rotom. I have Stone Edge for it, which is not a huge bit of damage, but paired with +2 Scald, I feel like that might pick up the Rotom here. And the Rotom's not picking me up anyway. I'm basically just trying to do the not super obvious plays here. Now, if this thing does have a berry, that's going to be a little bit annoying, but I feel like it's fine. Getting a lot of information here. We can assume the last move on Rotom is Thunderbolt. We can... I don't think we can quite assume, but it's pretty normal for the last move on Naga to be Flamethrower. And then Selly probably has Protect, Heavy Slam, you know, the usual suspects. It's a neat team here that he has, actually. I quite like this. I feel like Rotom... If the Rotom was an Urshifu, it would be a little bit scarier. But we do call the Protect. Good to see. Big Stone Edge into the Rotom. Does not actually do that much, and he procs the berry. So we're not going to KO the Rotom here. But it's -1, so it shouldn't be able to KO us either. Yeah, without the berry, that would have gone down. But Citrus on Rotom is not the most uncommon thing in the world. Big Hydro Pump coming on into the Entei. A little bit more damage than I would have liked. But the nice thing that we know is that my Scald will KO the Rotom here. So I'm super duper safe to just Sacred Fire the Celesteela, which probably doesn't KO it, but probably does a pretty huge amount of damage. I do have the Expert Belt item on here as well. And if the Naganadel switches back in, that might also go down, because the Naganadel does not have good defensive stats. The Suicune is just slowly tightening the Stranglehold here on Kevin. Really not an amazing answer to the Suicune, but Nasty Plot Rotom is one that he could position well. Zapdos Galar can also get out of hand with Thunderous Kicks. Oh, it's a big miss there coming out, so that actually may end up being a big moment here in this game number 1. I feel like we're still fine, but now the Leech Seed damage really starts to add up here, and I think that was the last turn of Tailwind, which is a little bit awkward. So this looks like a double protect on his side. If I have one more turn of Tailwind, it's definitely a double protect here. Entei needs to leave the field. The Sacred Fire miss. Yeah, okay, that was the last turn of Tailwind. That's a little unfortunate here. I mean, +2 on the Suicune is pretty solid, though. Yeah, we're just going to remove the Entei. We're going to set the terrain up so the Suicune has a little bit more healing. And then I think we just Scald the Naganadel, because even if it attacks, it's definitely going down with the Life Orb chip plus the Scald at +2. And if he protects or something, then I can go Fake Out Tailwind next turn. We still haven't seen Celesteela's attacking move. It's either Flamethrower or Heavy Slam. Both of them are actually pretty bad into the team that I have here. Alright, the Rilla comes in. Once again, this allows me to regenerate about as much HP as I'm losing to Leech Seed, which is quite nice. Celesteela goes for the Protect, not a huge surprise there. I wouldn't be surprised to see Sludge Bomb into the Rillaboom here, which would be a very, very good play. It actually goes into the Suicune, which is also not the worst play, because if he gets Poison and Leech Seed, that's really tough for my Suicune to deal with. But Naga goes down to the Scald, no Poison, and that should be all she wrote for this match. If I needed to be super safe, I could timer stall this, but I don't need to be super safe. We're fine. Fake out Scald here, fish for the burn, but also get a lot of damage. Then we probably switch the Suicune out. I feel like that's probably how we do this. If I could get some information on the speed tiers, that would be really nice as well. Basically, if he lets this game go on for longer, that's good for me, because I'm getting additional information. Like, I don't know if the Rillaboom is going to be faster than the Selly, like it usually is. Double Protect comes in from the Celesteela. Makes a lot of sense. Try to get as much damage as you can. I'm interested to see how much this does, though. Like, this is going to be big. That's a very specially bulky Celesteela. I think that's the correct way to run this kind of a Celesteela. Really, really bulky, and basically getting a special defensive Beast Boost allows you to potentially endgame special threats like Regieleki and Heatran. So I think this is a really, really nice spread that he has on the Celesteela. The fact that he's only taking about 35-40% from a +2 stab Scald is pretty big. But he's also not really doing that much to the Suicune here because of the terrain plus my leftovers. We're going to try to figure out the speed tiers here by clicking the U-turn in and bringing the Entei in. I'm going to try not to reveal my last Pokemon. There we go. GG. Very nice. All right, cool. A clean game number 1. I feel like we do the same thing, but we drop the Latios. We're 1 game away from a big fat 25 buckaroonies. Exciting times. For literal years, I've been wanting to play more money matches, and now that I'm doing content with it, I have an excuse for people to come on the channel and do money matches. It's gonna be great. All right, what's the approach? Rotom, Naga. I don't hate this. Does he double the Suicune? I feel like he doubles the Suicune, and if he doesn't, I don't think I care. So I think we Tailwind Stomping. I feel like this is such an obvious protect on the Entei that I just click. Okay, yeah, he's doubling the Suicune. Does he get the poison? No poison once again. Bad luck there. Entei comes in. Goodbye, Naga. Bada bing, bada boom. All right. Now, we are already taking quite a bit of damage here on the Suicune, especially if this comes into the Thunderbolt. But, alright, I like the adjustment here, but Suicune is just too bulky. That needed to be a Draco Meteor. Damn, Suicune going hard, though. Lack of access to protect means that our Suicune is not long for this world. However, we do have Tailwind. The double dog lead. Just being a little bit too strong here. Zapdos comes in. Ooh, interesting adjustment. Okay. I cannot snarl the Rotom now. That's a really neat adjustment. This is actually a Zapdos puts a real spanner in my works here. Wait, I think Sacred Fire can pick up here. Actually, I don't think so, actually. Ooh. It does a lot, but like, alright, we're gonna YOLO it a little bit. I think the Zapdos might protect. It's very important. Okay, big read! Okay, read. I mean, it's still not going to be amazing, but we get a Snarl in on the Rotom, which is big. Incineroar, a huge switch up from him this game. Oh, and we miss again! I mean, it's not a huge deal into the Incin, but like... Oh, that is 2 times out of 2 that I've missed both of my 95 accurate Sacred Fires here. That is unfortunate. Now, trading Naganadel for Suicune is a good trade for him, for sure. But Amoonguss does wall the Rotom at the very least. Incin is an interesting switch-up because it can't intimidate or fake out my dogs. Alright, he goes into the Amoonguss, which is, you know, the better one, but he takes some damage. This is not going to KO. Oh, is that a crit? No, wow, that KO'd naturally? Holy Christ. Rotom goes for the nasty plot here. Okay, interesting times. Now, the Rotom is going to be slower than the Zapdos. Can the Zapdos want to KO my Amoonguss? I don't know. I feel like this is a pretty safe play to make. I'm not in a great spot. The Zapdos is the problem. If I can remove the Zapdos, then my Rillaboom is going to clean this Rotom up easily. But Zapdos, Rotom, together, apply a lot of pressure to me here. I really, really like this switch-up that he's gone for. Tailwind, though, might just be enough. The Sacred Fire goes in. If I get the burn, this is gaming, but that did nothing. We don't get the... Oh, we don't get the burn. Oh, no. If this KOs me, that's huge. Wow. I am getting absolutely owned by Sacred Fire today. I missed twice, and then I didn't get the burn. Is it enough? Zapdos lives. But I think Rilla might... Oh, it's going to be weird. I mean, it's +1. I have AV. Man, the no Sacred Fire burn really, really hurt there. Tailwind's gone. Does Brave Bird KO me? I don't think it does. My Rilla is really, really, really bulky. But Brave Bird is just such a strong move. I don't know. It might be a roll. I think Can the Rotom 2-hit KO me? I don't think it can. I think I'm safe to just go fake out Glide. I fake out the Zapdos. Oh, okay, he doesn't protect. Oh, okay. If that had protected, I would have potentially been in trouble. Let's see how much this does. If it paralyzes me, I'm still in trouble. Yeah, it does nothing. All right. Hoo-wee. Hoo-wee. I really, really liked that adjustment from him. I thought it was very, very good. It's probably an Assault Vest Zapdos. I'll have to ask him about it after the game. But this should be enough. Even with crits, the Rotom is not getting out of this one. Bada bing. Bada boom. 25 buckaroos in the bank. A nice little 2-0 here to start off the brand new series. Nice. We take those.
Man.
Man.
Double Johto dogs, dude.
They're so double dog is so broken, man.
What
I love the double
heck?
dog.
I
You
don't
can't
know.
fake me out. You can't intimidate my Entei. It's good. It's a good
Well,
time.
that's the issue I had. I
Yep.
got in, I was like, well, what's the point of my Incineroar?
Yep.
My Incineroar is useless.
Was the Zapdos AV?
It was AV.
Okay.
It was actually a very tanky Zapdos.
Yeah, I
was so
noticed that.
surprised It still knocked out your Amoonguss.
Yeah, I
actually
like
doubled
that.
into that Amoonguss in that last turn just because I didn't know if it was
Okay, all right. I figured that's a good play. I thought the adjustment in game 2 was really good. I just thought it was a really unfortunate matchup. Like you're just kind of forced to take these 50-50s. And I'm just in a position where it's like, all right, well, you know, like turn 1, I'm like, all right, well, I'll just click Stomping Tantrum. If he targets the Suicune, I just take out the Naga. And if he targets the Entei, I get Tailwind. I think I'm just kind of fine. It's okay.
Yeah. That's why, like, when game 2 happened, I was like, okay, I hate that Suicune. I'm just throwing everything I have that I can into it as soon as I can. And I'm
It's
still
so
not even able to
bulky.
knock it out.
It's gross.
disgusting.
I think Calm Mind Suicune is so broken. It's also, we're still at this point in the meta where a lot of people are not running Calm Mind on it. So, like, people just think that they can let it sit there, and then I'm like, oh, well, this is my turn to get a free Calm Mind, and then they can't kill it anymore. It's like, all right.
It's ridiculous. Game 1, I just saw all of my friends die, and you still had 4 Pokemon left.
Yep.
I was just like, okay,
Yeah.
I guess I could sit here with the Celestial for 17 more turns and lose, but I'm not going to do that.
Well, I mean, the Celestial was doing a good job dodging Sacred Fires like Neo.
Yeah,
so, like,
yeah,
maybe.
I'm like, I said, I'm sure this doesn't make a difference, but thank you, game.
But it's
for trying.
nice. Oh man, I like that team a lot though. I like that it's something unique. You know, I like Naga a lot in the format. I'm assuming the last move was like Flamethrower, right?
Yeah,
It's not Naga's good. I feel like Naganadel in Spikemouth for me is like Kartana was for like the first 6 months of Series 12, where it's like I know that it's good, but I can't pilot it very well.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel. Like, I've gotten wrecked by it so many times. I'm like, okay, let's try it out. This is my first time using it.
Fair enough.
Of course, it disappoints me entirely.
Yeah.
But, you know, it is what it is, right?
I've played against a lot of Naganadel players, so you know, I've honed my anti-Naganadel. But yeah, I think like my team as well. I think for a single best of 3 is just kind of gross because it just isn't the normal sets. So like
it's dirty.
Like
It's
like
dirty in the
game
best
1,
way
you thought it
possible.
was you did what a lot of people do, where you target into the Entei because who runs Protect on Entei? It's like,
Yeah, I was like,
it's
oh,
always AV,
Entei.
or like a choice item.
I also prepared for a Togekiss. I don't know why. Maybe I've just Togekiss PTSD. I saw that Togekiss. I'm like, okay, I gotta kill it.
Yeah, I think like Togekiss for me, like this team is usually just the 4 that I brought. And then, like, well, I actually had Latios in game number 1, but, like, Latios is for, like, a few specific things, and then Togekiss is for a few specific things. It's like, Togekiss is really good into, like, Urshifu Dark or, like, Kingdra Rain.
Oh, fair. Yeah.
But a lot of the time, especially with Suicune, like, I mean, like, Leftovers plus Grassy Surge plus Pollen Puff on Amoonguss, like, it's just dumb.
It's fine, Pengy. Next time, you might have won the money match today, but next time we're having a money match in beer pong because we're still undefeated.
Oh yeah, no, that went horribly.
So
that went so badly.
I'll win my $25 back at the next Pokemon event. Don't worry.
Or you just challenge Joe to a $100 Jenga money match because apparently he's down for those. So just make it all back.
You just gotta challenge Joe to a basketball game and you'll get your money back.
I hope you guys have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, or night, whatever it is, wherever you are in the world, and I'll see you guys for more Pengydome in,
Later.
a week or so.